Finally, the global synchronization project is soon to be complete. We will finally be a part of the same cybernetic wavelength, where all shall shed their feeble flesh and become one with technology, and embrace the cold steel of immortality. Wait, what's that? Oh, we're talking about the Punishing Gray Raven global synchronization project? Oh, I see. Well, in that case, forget everything you've heard and seen here today. Boys, why don't you go ahead and give our friends here a little bit of assistance? Now then, I was originally going to have this video be a parable of scripted nonsense, but I decided to take it a bit easy instead and explain it like this. Punishing Gray Raven's global synchronization is essentially complete, and this means more than just the game's servers being the same. Essentially, content creators of all regions will have an equal chance to create content dependent on what's being released, with this giving them the ability to have more of an outreach and giving the worldly audience a wider variety of CCs to watch. Smaller CCs such as myself and many others will have our impressions and click-through rate for PGR increase. Long gone will the days be for people to rely on Billy CCs or obscure leaks for something that's several 100,000 patches away. We will finally all have a chance to cover essentially all the same stuff at the same time. Now, does this mean that it'll stop people who already have access to betas to begin with to post before those who don't have access? Well, no, but it's become easier now more than ever for you to join their ranks. Kuro Games are looking for CCs to help expand their gospel of their games, and that goes in most definitely for Punishing Gray Raven. I feel as though this would also help the community thrive as a whole, people being able to rally under the banners of their smaller favorite CCs in order to get information from them, which would be crucial to a lot of people's growth. There were a lot of doubts and unnecessary negative speculation on why the global synchronization project was a bad idea, but all of the positive that came from it far outweighed the negative. Now that I think about it, the global synchronization complaining wasn't just about the synchronization in general, I don't think. Something about the cash shop not being so cash shoppy anymore. I don't know. All of the other negative press was completely unwarranted, in my opinion. I don't even remember what they were complaining about, but it was probably some bullshit about whales not being able to spend as much or whatever. You know, the kind of worthless crap people like you and I couldn't care less for. But aside from that, I'm incredibly happy that we're all caught up, and for those of you that may have missed out on the tweet along with other vital information, allow me to show this to you. Dear Commandants, as the versions across all servers gradually synchronize, we're on the verge of an exciting milestone, the official global synchronization of Punishing Gray Raven. This means that in the upcoming update, for the very first time, Commandants from every corner of the world will come together as one community to celebrate our 6th anniversary. To make this global celebration truly unified, the traditional Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Southeast Asian, European, and North American servers will now join the global anniversary each December. As we say goodbye to the separate schedules, we're incredibly excited to have everyone celebrate this special moment together from now on. The synchronization is more than just an update. It marks the beginning of a vibrant new era for all of us. To celebrate this special occasion, the first globally synchronized version is packed with brand new gameplay content for you to dive into and generous rewards to thank you for our journey together. You can obtain exclusive rewards such as the 6th anniversary commemorative portrait collectible and the anniversary commemorative memory during the 2025 global anniversary celebration. After the global synchronization, a comprehensive operational summary report will become available in the anniversary event, allowing Commandants to review past battles. Note, for traditional Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Southeast Asian, European, and North American servers, the report covers data from May 21st to the start of the event. Following the global synchronization, all first-time black card recharge bonuses will be reset, and future resets will align with the unified anniversary schedule. None of this would be possible without you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you again for your incredible support and for sharing this amazing journey with us, Commandants. Now, with all of that being said, it's very obvious and clear that we are going to be entering into a new phase, a new era essentially, for Punishing Gray Raven if it wasn't obvious enough. I was being serious about content creation being a lot easier for Punishing Gray Raven now that everything everything's essentially the same, or rather is going to be essentially the same. I also feel as though this is going to end up growing the community considerably. There are a lot of people out there that want to play free games or gacha games in general, but one of the things that ends up turning them off from trying out the game is the fact that not all of the servers are synced. And if they end up seeing a character or an update or an event that ends up being a part of something that was in the Eastern servers and not yet come to the Western servers, well, not only have they been spoiled and they can just watch what it is that they have to wait years ahead for, but also it might make them feel disappointed that they're stuck playing the older units while everybody else on the other side of the world is playing the newer ones. I used to get these same feelings. If I find a super interesting game and I notice that the servers are not exactly all caught up with one another, I'll still play it, sure, but after a while, I'm more likely to quit sooner rather than later. I'll just end up doing all my grinding for now, and then I'll just stop playing until the update or character I want eventually comes out. I feel as though all free games and all gacha games should go out of their way and release globally. Now, I understand that that's not the easiest thing in the world for a lot of these companies to do, but even then, I feel like it would be a great benefit, and whatever the cost it was for them to do that would end up being replenished. They'd see a lot of good return on investments. Anyways, now that this synchronization nonsense is finally coming to a close, there's only one more thing that I really want Punishing Gray Raven to do, and I want Punishing Gray Raven to come out on console. I want to sit back on my PlayStation 5 and just play Punishing Gray Raven when I'm too lazy to turn on my PC. I also have a variety of friends that would be playing Punishing Gray Raven almost every single day if the game ended up coming out on console. Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, if this ends up garnering them a lot of money, there's also a possibility that we might end up getting Punishing Gray Raven on console in the future. And to be honest, for some of you, that might not be the perfect timeline, but for my friends and I, that is 110% the ideal timeline. I don't believe that characters are too complicated for a controller. I'm gonna be real here. And on top of that, I feel like people would end up playing the game for a lot longer between sessions rather than them playing it on their phones or whatever the case. Well, with all of that being said, how do you all feel that we'll finally be on the same scheduling all around the world? Let me know down in the comments and let's discuss. Do you think that this is a good thing or a bad thing? And if you think this is a bad thing, make sure you back this up with a myriad of evidence and cohesive reasoning, because there is no bad thing about this. Anyways, let me know down in the comments below, but I want you all to take care and peace be.